Hello, everyone. It is Lauren. I'm backstage at Verizon Wireless Amphitheater with one of, my goodness, I'm going to call you a legend, if that's cool. I've been listening to your music a long time, with former Eagles guitarist Don Felder. Thank you so much for being with us today.
It's a pleasure to be back here in St. Louis anyway, and especially to do this for KC Radio.
Yes, we've been playing your music a long time, so we're so excited to have you here tonight, even though it's raining. But
you guys are the people that keep our catalog alive. The Eagles music being played on your radio, really, people appreciate it.
Yeah.
We appreciate it especially.
Thank you. Well, you are here tonight. You just re-released your 2012 album, so you're going to be playing some solo material in conjunction with all of the Eagles hits, and it is for the soundtrack of Summer Tour. And you're here with Styx and Foreigner, and I was looking at the set list because you guys are halfway through your tour, and it really is a soundtrack of summer. How did you pick all of the songs we're going to be hearing tonight?
Well, it's really difficult for three bands with such a huge catalog in each band's area to pick it down to where you can do an hour and a half or an hour and 15 minutes. And there's so many great songs. This could be an 8-hour show if we all played our whole sets, you know.
True.
But I don't think people want to sit there for 8 hours. But so we went through and decided what songs would be the best songs to play, both solo material for myself and some of the stuff that I've done with the Eagles that I co-wrote and recorded with the Eagles in the 27 years I was in the band that people really love to hear and expect to hear. And the same thing with Styx and the same thing with Foreigner. They know really the hot button tracks that people respond to in a live show. So everybody went together and put together their three sets and timed it a couple of times at rehearsal before we started the tour to make certain we were within our 4-hour range. The show starts at 7, ends at 11, and it's like clockwork. There's 2 really quick set changes that happen in the middle of the show, and other than that, it is just hit after hit after hit after hit. People dancing up on their feet, rocking all night. People go home exhausted like they've been at the gym working out for 4 hours. It's a lot of fun.
I was talking to Tommy Gimbel, a Foreigner, earlier this week on the phone, and he was saying that the show, you guys are efficient. You're not wasting any time. You know that time is money. You got to get out there. People are going to maybe not even have time to grab a beer in between set changes. And I think that that's something that people nowadays really want. They want the bands to just keep moving, keep that vibe going. And as I was looking at all the different song lists you guys are coming out with, I noticed Foreigner's playing a lot of the hits off their first 4 albums. Styx playing a lot off of Grand Illusion. Now, for your solo work, how did you decide on that? Like, people know the Eagles songs that they love, that they want to hear, but for your solo work, how did you decide on the songs?
Well, one of the songs is when we were doing the Hell Freezes Over tour, every night 2 or 3 people would yell out, "Heavy metal!"
Yeah.
And the Eagles would never play heavy metal in their show. It just wasn't an Eagles song. Although originally it started out, I wrote and recorded it, the soundtrack of it, the music part of it, for the Long Run record. We never finished that song. We just ran out of time. So when I went to see the movie in 81 of heavy metal for a screening, I said, I've got this great track. I'm going to go record it with my own band, rewrite the lyrics to be heavy metal, and it'll be done. So kind of an Eagles cast off from the Long Run record became heavy metal. So it was a really appropriate song for the Eagles to do. We just didn't have time to finish it. I do one of the songs that actually has been on the classic rock radio charts from my new CD, Road to Forever, a song called You Don't Have Me. It's been on the radio charts now for the last 9 weeks in the top 5. As a matter of fact, I have 2 songs this week and last week in the top 10. The song Hotel California that we re-recorded with a couple of guys from Styx and Foreigner and myself. We redid another version of Hotel California. That's 8 on the classic rock radio charts, and You Don't Have Me is number 3. So it's a great week for me to have 2 songs in the top 10 on classic rock radio.
That's great. We've been playing Hotel California, so we'll actually be playing that a little bit later today to get people pumped.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, this will be airing after the show's over, so we can talk about this. I hear Tommy Shaw comes out with you to play Hotel California.
There's a lot of surprises in the show tonight. Tommy and I have been friends for a long time. We've played Hotel California together at charity events. Every time he co-wrote a couple of songs on my CD, Road to Forever. He co-wrote a song called Wash Away with me that wound up being number 3 on classic rock radio, right between Eric Clapton and the Rolling Stones. And he wrote another song called Heal Me. So Tommy and I worked very well together. Great singer, great writer, and great guitar player. So every chance we get, we say, come on out and play this, or come on out and play Blue Collar Man with us, or come on out and play Hotel with me. So yeah, he sneaks out to see me every night on Hotel. We have a great time playing
How did
together.
you guys all decide to get together? I mean, it seems like, since you've worked together, of course, it seems like an easy fit. But how did you, Foreigner, and Styx decide, this is the year that we're going to do this tour?
Well, I think Foreigner and Styx toured a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and this year, when it first came up, my band and Styx had been doing shows together just for fun. We had a great time, great group of guys, and the shows were going over really well. So when the prospect of coming up and adding Foreigner came on the table, we went, absolutely, what a great combination. All that great music for a 4-hour show, really nice people. It's like a big family backstage.
Absolutely.
We have family dinners together. We travel well together. There's no drama. There's no hissy fits. There's no egos. It's just a lot of fun and a lot of great music. So everybody went, this sounds like fun. And it actually has turned out to be the most fun tour I've done in a long time.
I heard a rumor about you. Now tell me if this is true. When you're on tour, you don't have a production manager or a road manager. Is that true?
No, that's not true.
Okay.
You met Richard. He's my tour manager and production manager. So, and then we have a very small crew. We have 2 other guys that work with us. And then there's a lot of stage hands that actually help the setting up and tearing down of the cases and stuff. But we're lean and mean. We like to have a small group of really close people that work well together, play well together, and are good friends. And so it fits very well with what we do.
It's like old school rock and roll, going back to your roots there.
Yep.